Hi, I'm Edward. I'm visiting the Horton Cemetery on Tripp Road in Horton, Michigan. In this cemetery, you'll find the final resting place of many area veterans from all branches of service and many different wars. Welcome to the first video in our series, Memories of Service, a Veterans History Exhibit. Today we are looking at the life of Sergeant Alan Everett Dickey, a casualty of the Vietnam War. This is his final resting place. He was mortally wounded in Vietnam and died several days later at a hospital in Pennsylvania with his family around him. Alan Everett Dickey, a local hero.
Sergeant Alan Everett Dickey was born in Jackson, Michigan on August 20th, 1947. He graduated from Hanover Horton High School in 1965 and enrolled in the pre-med classes at the University of Michigan. After the first year, he transferred to Jackson Community College. Then, in 1967, Alan joined the Air Force to save some money and take advantage of the GI Bill to continue his education in medicine. After joining the Air Force, Alan attended tech school at Lowry Air Force Base in Denver, Colorado. There he received his munitions training. In 1968, Alan was stationed in Osan and Taegu, South Korea. Like many of our armed forces, Alan volunteered in the local community. He was frequently at the White Lily Orphanage. During the time Alan was in South Korea, he continued to work with munitions. In late 1968, Alan was granted leave before he was transferred to Vietnam in 1969. Alan's school friend Douglas Hoover wrote about the last time he saw Alan.
We kept in touch, and one year managed to pour our leaves at the same time. I remember so clear our reunion, as though it were yesterday. We had both grown older, even looked a little different to each other. But 4 years had not fogged the memories of the wonderful times we had together. Al had only 1 week's leave, so we wanted to make the most of our time together. It was deer season, so we both bought licenses and set out for the woods. We had just settled down in a thicket to wait when it started to rain. We pulled the hoods of our jackets over our heads, and while sitting on a log began to talk. It seemed good to get away together, just like old times. Al had changed. A comment he made surprised me.
You know, I think even if a deer came walking by, I couldn't shoot it.
The Alan Dickey I used to know would have shot anything in the woods that moved. He began talking about his tour of duty in Korea.
I used to walk past an orphanage on my way into town. There would always be a few little brown-eyed children clutching at the fence watching us, looking sad and lonely. I stopped in one day to play with them, and I never regretted it. I found it meant more for me to make one of the children laugh than it did spending a wild night on the town with my buddies. I spent all of my free time there.
After his leave, Alan went to the Phu Cat Air Force Base in Vietnam. He was in the 412th Munitions Maintenance Squadron and the 12th Tactical Fighter Wing. One day, while Alan was directing incoming flights on a Vietnam airstrip, a flare went off prematurely, inflicting a mortal wound. He was transferred to a hospital in Pennsylvania, where he passed away on November 20th, 1969. Alan was 22 years old.